lords and ladies, in this strange and interesting year that has put the sick in Pennsic, and on behalf of the Mountain Confederation, I am glad to welcome you to our Virtual Pipers Night. I am Michael Aleright, your host. This is not how we would have wished to offer you our hospitality and share the finest of music with you, but share it we shall. Our Confederation holds to its contracts and to its will, and it will take more than we viruses to stop us, though they threaten in legions uncounted. Adversity is the artist that paints our true portrait and the whetstone upon which we are sharpened. We welcome it, and we welcome you, as we join in celebration of the pipes and of those who play them and share with us their mighty gift. Pipers' Night is an annual Pennsic tradition, and this year our entrants have prepared and filmed their performances in advance to let you see and hear them at their best. Let us hope that next year and ever after we may again come together in person to share our camp, our company, and of course, our bar. In the meantime, I hope that you have some of your favorite libation to enjoy, as I do. Before we begin the competition itself, I would like to tell you about why we have it, and why it is that the rich sound of the pipes so stirs the hearts of our confederation of mercenaries and those who love them. It is a mighty tale indeed. May you find steel for your heart in it, even as did our noble predecessors. Let us begin. Above all other things, the mercenary clans of the Mountain Confederation longed for a land that they could truly call their own, a place for children and crops, a place to hone the crafts of peace as well as war. It was a long and difficult journey, fraught with privation and peril, but finally they arrived at a place that opened to them like the arms of a mother welcoming her child. Here in this beautiful place was meadow, lake and forest, ample for all that anyone could need. Here were fields ready for working that no hand had yet sown, an untouched stone for building strong, warm homes and halls to keep cruel winter at bay. Here, in fact, was everything that a people could ever need to thrive and grow. And so the clans ceased their travel at last, and planted themselves as seeds upon the land in which their hearts had already taken root. No more than a month had passed before they learned that they were not alone in that rich, good land. They would have welcomed their new neighbors gladly, for there was plenty for all. But while some know that wealth grows when shared with others, there are those who, like the dragons of old, hoard wealth where they find it, guarding it jealously against all others. They were the Two-Chucks, an old and proud race, rich in lore and strong in the warlike arts. They looked upon the Mountain Confederation with jealous, angry eyes. What we made and grew, they would have for their own, and cast us back upon our own journey's footsteps in angry disregard. They struck in darkness, without parley, without warning, and whether to drive us or to kill us made no difference, just so we were gone from their jealous sight. Fearsome the Two-Chucks were, and as bold as they were merciless, but even lions, red of tooth and claw, may miscalculate. These would-be conquerors, accustomed to facing the helpless and the horror-struck, did not find easy prey waiting for the slaughter. They found instead a brave fighting folk, who learned the ways of battle as they learned to breathe, whose mother's milk was whiskey. They found in us an enemy who knows that it is ever the prepared hand that carries victory within its grasp. There was no conquest for them that day, but instead we drove them forth in shocked surprise that left them speechless, because before that day their harsh and barbarous tongue had no word for defeat. But the Two-Chucks, rough folk though they be, had strength and resolve in those days even as they have it now, as well as a clever patience that made them a truly wily and challenging foe. They did not regard the matter as done, but instead they tested us in large ways and small. They sought to find or create weakness in us, perhaps to wear us down or weary us of conflict. Perhaps they thought, in time, we would see each turned attack as another reason to relax our vigilance in the confidence of our own superiority, until we had grown fat and comfortable, ready for them to come again in force. They were wrong. Those who underestimate us are always wrong. But perhaps we gave them no reason to know that. Perhaps we stopped reaching out to them in retaliation, instead keeping to our own lands, until the Tuchuks might imagine that our resolve was for the fruits of our harvests alone, and for the drink we made from our barley. And we waited. When the real assault came, at last it came at dawn. Wave after wave, the seemingly inexhaustible forces of the enemy fell upon us with cries to chill the soul of even the bravest warrior. In truth, the tribes of the Tuchuks numbered far more than we knew, and though all our people reached for their swords and leapt to the fight, hope was heavy in our hearts. All of us reached for their swords, that is, except for one. Old Man Tavish, scarred and lamed from a lifetime of bravery, and nearly blind now, knew that the strongest blows in wartime come not from the hand, but from the heart. He knew that a sword in his hand would add little to the day, but the mercenary worthy of his pay knows well his trade, and knows as well that there are other weapons than the blade. And so he did not reach for his sword. Instead, he picked up his pipes to bring added strength to our folk, and a fitting, proud, martial tune to the dance of steel going on all around him. If the day was to be his last, he would go to his end standing tall to hearten our folk when we needed it most, and piping our fallen into the light with the finest of sound. And so, amidst the shouts and clangor of battle, he filled his bag and began playing his people to war. What happened next surprised him. What happened next surprised everyone. As the first notes rose joyfully in our midst, a strange wail rose from the enemy ranks, far different than their harsh cries of battle. It is a rare sound. Those of Confederation heard that day, and even now you may live out all your days and never hear the cry of Tuchuks in terror. "Demons! Demons are here! Run for your soul!" they cried as the sound washed over them. What was to our ears the mightiest of music, adding stiffness to the spine and supple strength to the arm, to theirs became the most dreadful of storms, and they were driven before it as fallen leaves might flee the winds of autumn. Before long there was not a single living loincloth-girded warrior to be seen, nor any enemy weapon but was scattered upon the ground, dropped hastily by warriors whose only battle now was to push their trembling bodies yet faster in flight, away from the unstoppable might of a lame, blind old man whose heart was strong enough to lift a nation. They never returned. From that day to this, the united clans of the Mountain Confederation have venerated the pipes as the greatest weapon of them all. They are the essence of our Confederation itself, expressed in music, our people united as one voice in song, one hand in purpose, and one courage that never wavers nor sleeps, and that never forgets. And so, every year at this time, we invite you all to come enjoy the pipes and share in our bounty. We gladly show our gratitude to all of those who come to us with their mighty gift of music. But most of all, we sound the pipes loudly, joyfully, and within that joy there is a message, so that others also will not forget. That message is as simple as it is unbreakable. This land is protected! Now it's time for the pipes. Our presentation consists of 3 rounds. In the first, each piper will offer you a slow air like the fine bouquet of old Scotch. In the second, a march will get your blood and your feet moving quick as you like. The third, always the crowd's favorite, is Piper's Choice. Now, fill your glass and let our pipers tug your heartstrings for round 1, the slow air. If bagpipes could reach out and hold you when you cry at night, this is how they would do it.
Hello, Confed and Pennsic friends. Piss-Pott here. Chelspot's recording for bagpipe competition. That's Boba, by the way, one of our dogs. So here we go. We're gonna do the same thing we always do: slow tune, marches, and then whatever we want. So let's go with a slow one. Here we go. I'm gonna play small pipes for you guys since we can never hear it at camp. Now we can hear it. So here we go.
Hi Pennsic, it's Dougall of Mountain Confederation. Sorry we can't bring you our Pipers competition in person this year, but we're going to do our best to bring it to you as best we can anyway. So let me play you a little something for round one of the competition here, something a little bit slower.
If round 1 was your gentle wake-up kiss, for round 2, it's time to get up and march. Just like my mom always told me. That's what it always reminds me of. Slow airs are sweet, but this is the round that really gets me, you know? It's like someone really sees me, someone understands, like my mom did. Women don't. I mean, just when I think they're really into me for myself, suddenly they're all, Jesus, don't you own a broom? And when was the last time you actually looked in what's in your refrigerator? I don't look at what's in my refrigerator. Live and let live, you know? So anyway, step lively, sip lively, and enjoy round 2. Marches.
Okay, here we go. Marches. I'm going to do a traditional one. Here's Boba again, since we're not at Pennsic at camp. And then I'll do a little 6/8 for you guys. Here we go.
Round 2 for the marches. One of my favorite things to do is march Confed to the battlefield, which bummed I can't do. But we'll have to play some of those marches here instead. choice.
Okay. Usually, there would be an intermission, so you could visit our bar, enjoy the fire, and chat with folks. So feel free to hit pause and refresh your drink and think of your mom. If you still can, call her. I'll bet she's thinking of you right now. Do it while you still can, man. Round 3. Piper's Choice. In this round, they can do anything they want. Our guests love it. I mean, wouldn't you love it if you could do anything you want? I mean, without consequence? Nobody's saying, hey, that's mine, or what are you doing with my livestock? Or you're going to clean that off the carpet, right? No, we live in the world, so whatever. But we've got Piper's Choice. So let's see what they choose, because, life's completely about choices.
Okay, here we go. Piper's Choice, I guess. So I'm going to do a couple for you, and then we'll say goodbye. Here we go. That was fast. There we go, guys. Did some piping for you. And I wanted to show you guys home away from home. This is the mountain where me and Piss-Pott live. We're like 10 minutes from Cooper's. And we got horses over there. We got a new donkey. There's Boba's butt again. But yeah. I don't know if any of you guys been to McConnell's Mills. We live like right on the butt end of their land. So that's it. This is the mountain. Home sweet home. So yeah, thanks guys. Sorry I messed up a couple times, but there's bugs up here and I'm sweaty and it's hot.
See you next year, Confed.
Piss-Pott said bye. See you guys. Thank you.
Piper's choice. Let's hope my choices are good. That's it, Pennsic. That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the competition, and we'll see you to do it in person next year.
lords and ladies. On behalf of the Mountain Confederation, thank you for joining us for our virtual Piper's Night. I hope that next year we will be able to offer you the hospitality you deserve, and that we may once again raise our glasses together around a blazing fire with the sound of drums upon the evening Pennsic wind. In the meantime, may you all stay safe, but never too safe, and may your hearts at least remain forever unmasked. I am Michael Aleright, wishing you a fond good night and a hopeful tomorrow.